Welcome back to another StarCastTV, and I'm Scan. Today we are going to cast some wonderful game between these two players. That is going to be Rush versus Larva, Larva versus Rush. And first of all, spawning location in the top right, the green Terran. This is Rush. And the other side of the player, spawning location in the top left, the white Zerg. This is Larva. And we are going to see Zerg versus Terra matchup on Ultimate Stream. And whenever you're playing on an Ultimate Stream, it's one of the map that has a lot of high ground and low ground to defend from the timing attack and so on. But at the same time, there's also a high ground natural, just like Ringing Bloom. There are two eggs that helps with your SimCity. So looks like Rush will be going for 2 depot with a single barracks wall. Meanwhile, Larva will be going for the Overlord into, most likely gonna be shifting these two larvae to the left side and make 2 more drones, and most likely he will be going for 12 hatchery. Not a lot of players like to go with 9 opening because of the natural. The natural can be wall off with 2 depot with a single barracks, and also your the main base, the entrance, you can also block with a single depot and a single barracks. So there are some reasons why people do not like to go with the 9 opening. And it's also easy for Zerg to defend a natural with the 12 hatchery against the 8 Rex cheese, because it's also high ground, and whenever your opponent is putting down the bunker, your drones are going to be doing some drone drill from the high ground, so a lot of missed shot with the Marine. So you're not going to be seeing some 8 racks opening by Terran as well. And here he is. Rush will be scouting the hatchery. He had the another SCV at the natural. So it looks like this will be the 15 command center by Rush. 15 command center. Scouting SCV. Getting some intel. And here is another hatchery being morphed by Larva. Larva decided to go with a 3 hatchery opening instead of going for 2 hatch tech. And I don't think the hatchery is spotted yet. So Rush is probably going to be expecting on the different location expansion. So he's probably going to be guessing that Larva has taken an expansion at the 6 o'clock. So I have a feeling this SCV is going to go down to all the way to 6 o'clock. Well, never mind, he's just going to be saving that SCV. We see one more SCV moving out. No Marine production. Okay, single Marine so far. There are 2 different Overlords who will be watching everything. Yeah, the second SCV will be moving out. Here the first Zergling just now came up. More drones being morphed. Getting the lair tech with not getting the metabolic boost yet. But let's see how fast is he gonna get this Vespene Geyser. Pretty soon, when he has 100 Vespene gas and start the metabolic boost, he should be starting the extractor by now. Yeah, whenever you're playing 3 hatchery with the in-base 3 hatchery, the 3 hatchery opening, whenever the metabolic boost starts, you will want to get the second extra ASAP. And this is what we are seeing by Larva. Lots of Marine being made. Lots of Marine being made from these 2 barracks, and steam pack is already on the way for Rush. Should be getting double matic production on the way by now. Oh, he got supply block. Should get that supply block now open. So yeah, second scout SCV will be checking out whether there's any additional hatchery at the outside or whatnot. So far he hasn't figured where the hatchery is. But let's see where the first scan goes off. 2 Zerglings was getting some attack by the Marine. We'll be saving it. Getting some intel how fast or late this eminent push is. So this eminent push is going to be really fast. 4 minute 55 second. So this is a really fast push. kind of force Larva to put down two sunken colony at the ramp. Getting some Zergling out on the map now. Here's a Spire. The Zerglings are going to be sneaking out. 7 Marines. We heard a scan goes off. And now he finally gets to see there's a third hatchery. He finally gets to see the third hatchery, but he does not know how fast the Spire is. But he has a lot of experience. Whenever you're playing against 3 hatchery, the meter usually comes around like 6:30 mark, so that's the time where he's probably going to be aiming for. Getting the +1 attack and also putting down more barracks, so he's getting all those barracks up all the way to 5 barracks, lifting up his barracks, leaving these 1 firebat, 1 medic, 4 marine. Second scan goes off. Seeing how much of larvae now. Yeah, now these eggs that right now he's seeing for Rush should be knowing this is going to be the mirrorless follow-up. And now he's preparing all those missile turret. The range upgrade is going to be completed soon. Another skin goes off. There's a Spire. No evolution chamber, no hydrodome whatsoever. Okay, lots of M&M force are going to be moving out. That's a lot of barracks. A lot of barracks that Rush right now has. Marine will be using the steam pack chasing the middle list. Nice Mira Micro picking up these 2 Marines so far. Another skin goes out at the natural. Sees how much of sunken colony there are. And now here the 8 Nitulus is diving into this main maze of Rush. No factory still, but Rush does not have factory yet. And he's also not cutting his gas. He has 500 Vespene gas, which is gonna allow him to have a lot of Vespene gas or more vessel in the super late game. And also, if you save up this much of a Vespene gas, that will help him to skip the second gas for so long. So here's finally the factory going up for him. Marines are chasing the Mira. Nice harassment by Larva so far. Picking some more of SCV. Skin goes off and immediately figured out there's an expansion at the 6 o'clock. So now Rush is not gonna be hesitating. He's not gonna be hesitating, he's just gonna be moving out. These Marine Medic Force are kinda getting stuck at this mineral line. Not able to defend so well. Lost about like 10 workers so far by these Mutilus harassment. So that was an excellent Larva Mira Micro, but here are a lot of missile turrets, taking lots of missile turret shot. None of the Mutilus has died, but these M&M forces that were outside of the base, they will deny this expansion. So that is going to be a great news for Rush. And Rush did lose a lot of worker, but he should be also realizing that Larva was cutting off lots of drone production. He has finally squeezed all of his larvae for these mass Muta and the Zergling combo. Here the Marine Medic Force are going to be fighting against these Mutilus and Zergling. Wasn't a successful trade for Larva. Larva lost an expansion earlier, so he kinda has to do some more of the damage. If he does not do extra damage from now on, these double starport with the 700 Vespene gas right now Rush will be doing thousands of damage. He will be doing thousands of damage to Larva because Larva doesn't have the third gas for a long time. And yeah, most likely he should be transitioning into lurker tech and unhype tech momentarily. Here are the Mutilus. Larva needs to be very careful. Now Mutilus are picking up some Mira really well there. Double starport is finally done, getting the science facility at this 10-minute mark. not a super fast vessel, but still relatively fast compared to this how late this high tech is. And now Larva is squeezing these many of them, Mutulus and Zergling. He's probably gonna be saving this third gas momentarily. This Vespene gas, if you're taking the side expansion, there are only 3,500 Vespene gas you can take. And now the Mutulus will be eating up this leftover Marine Medic Force. Excellent. And now here's the skin goes on for Rush, and Rush is just getting lots of intel. M&M Force will be coming in, merging, denying this expansion once again. And one Marina is also standing at this 5 o'clock, knowing Larva wasn't taking that expansion. These 11 Mutulus, okay, this is total 9, so not gonna be that powerful. So 0 upgrade as well. Lurkers are being morphed. Chamber finally is up and getting the armor 1 upgrade. And now Rush has the 1-1 upgrade. He's also getting the +2 attack by now. These Mutulus is just gonna be diving in, but few seconds early, I think Larva was calculating of this science vessel timing, so he wanted to dive into this starport and try to pick up one of the vessel if he can, and whenever the M&Ms are out of position, he wanted to pick up the vessel, but unfortunately his timing was slightly faster than what he was expecting. Rush has decent amount of army. This is about, yeah, that is about 1.5 grip of M&M force. He forgot about these extra medic that could have been so useful, but here are the 4 lurkers. They're gonna be borrowed. Not gonna be able to bust this. I mean, he can bust it, but he does definitely. You do not want to trade this army against these 4 lurker until this main army. The main army is here. If the main army is here, we're gonna be careful. Yeah, double irradiate. Nice irradiate on these 2 lurkers. And those are all a little bit out of position, and at the same time, yeah, there were some multitasking was going on. So Rush was busting the bottom over here, busting those 4 lurker, and at the same time, those lurkers, the one that got irradiated, was pretty much like dragging the Mutulus, like chasing the vessel on accident. Now that was an accident. It was an accident for him that losing all those Mutulus. And if you lose those Mutulus, you only have melee type of unit. Zerglings are melee, lurkers are ranged, but you have to like do the borrow. If you don't do the borrow, your lurkers are not going to be attacking those marine. But that's too much of an action, like requires a lot of commands to do so. And with that multitasking, he could have just done something more efficiently, like getting more upgrade, or maybe putting down more hatchery, or maybe focus on how he needs to mine these gas right now. But here the M&M force will be coming in, try to pick up this defiler on time, but hasn't enough energy to use the burst on time. Does he have plague? No, never mind. I thought that was gonna be the plague. The plague upgrade is not done yet, but Larva is just consuming lots of Zergling. He's trying his best, but getting irradiated once again. He's probably gonna be using one more Darkstorm here. Yeah, there's one more Darkstorm. Spurs are gonna be picking up one single vessel. Not that effective. But Rush is just gonna be buying a lot of time. These M&M forces are doing such a great job. Yeah, they use vessel control. Oh, accidentally losing another one. Yeah, using those irradiate on those another 2 lurkers. That's just painful for Larva. And now here are total 6 barracks with the 2 dropship right now. Rush is also taking out the expansion over here. Instead of taking this 12 o'clock, he decided to take this 3 o'clock expansion. Some Zerglings are going to be going out and probably look for an expansion later on. And these M&M forces just keep using the irradiate on single defiler or lurker and just keep buying some time. And these 2 dropships going to be unloading these Marine Medic and Fire Bat with the +2 attack. And he wasn't getting the +3 attack. Probably just got that a +2 upgrade just by now. And these M&M drop just going to be hurting Larva so much. Like at the moment when this drop comes, Larva figured out that he cannot do this. He cannot keep up this game anymore because he was getting so much of a pressure. Every different location, like there are some like 7 army at the bottom side, denying this 7 o'clock expansion. These drop is definitely going to be doing thousands of damage, even taking down the spire whatsoever. And it's just too much for Larva to keep up. So yeah, that was a very excellent game by Rush. Thank you for watching, and if you guys enjoy watching these great games on StarCast TV, please hit the like and subscribe button. We will bring more fantastic game in the future.